Hello and welcome to episode 26 of this Blender and Unity crash course. This episode we're going to take our normal maps we've created and we're going to bring them into Gimp, and we're going to pair them up so that we got less materials on our entire guy here. So, yeah, just open up Gimp. There's a new version out, it's fine. Let's open up that texture. Let's start with our egg bottom, sure. Open that up. Okay, so if you remember, our UV islands are on opposite sides here. They're all set up so that they're not touching. So that's what we're gonna use that to our advantage. Let's go File, Open as Layers. Right, so this is gonna put another layer here. Let's go Egg Top. Open. Okay, now cover here and place this over here. But just like we created that question mark icon, let's just select right up, almost touching these islands here. Okay. We can go Edit and Clear. Instead of using the erase brush and like going over this whole thing, we can just hit Edit Clear and that'll clear our selection. Okay? It looks like we missed it a bit. Yeah, we missed it a tiny bit there. Let's come over here, get in there. Let's go Edit Clear. Right, and we're just on our top layer so that we can, so you can if it's easier for you, you can just go Select None. Go to this erase brush, change it to the solid one, make it a little bit small. We can use the zoom. Come in here. Use our erase and just make sure we got this whole thing here. So we're overlapping a tiny bit, I guess. Okay, that'll work for me. Okay, so with the zoom tool, just hold Control and you'll zoom out. Okay, I think that's just fine. Alright, so there we go. Let's go File, Export As, and I'm going to save this as its own thing. I'm going to save this as Egg Normal. Okay, Export. Now I've got one there from some testing earlier, but I'm just going to replace it. Okay. Go File, Open. Instead of Open as Layers, let's open the feet. Okay, this is going to open a secondary project here on the right-hand side. I'm just going to close this one, not save it. You can do whatever you need to there. Let's go File, Open as Layers. Let's open the beak. Okay, it's going to put itself right there. That's fine. So if we want, we can just take this and drag this layer over here and put it above, right? So it's up there. Let's hide this for a second to see where we need to be. Okay. Let's get this box select. Let's get this whole section right here. Just see if we can clear that and get to it that way. Ooh. Sorry, I've got the beak normal selected. You want to have the one selected that you want to clear out. Clear. Okay, I guess that's okay. Let's go Select None. Let's go to our zoom tool. Come in here. Use the erase brush. And just make sure we got it all. Alright, I'm going to go File, Export As. I'm going to save this one as Feet and Beak Normal. Alright. Now we probably got enough texture space here to use the eyes here as well. You don't have to, but I'm not going to put very much detail on the eyeballs, so I guess I'll probably end up using this texture map as well, just to condense things even more. Okay, so I think that's just fine for us. Just minimize this. Let's go into Blender. Okay, let's start connecting all these up. So let's go to our materials. Let's rename this material body, right? So it's just that. Let's rename this material egg. Selecting top and then the bottom. Control J to join them. I'm gonna remove the egg top just so it's only egg there. Right, and we'll connect our normal map and everything so that it's all proper afterwards. We'll select the feet, the beak, and the eyes. Control J. Okay. And let's rename the eyes to accessories. Yeah. Okay, let's move those two. Okay, so now we've just got body, egg, accessories. And that's perfect. So I'm just going to make sure my islands on the eyes are not overlapping everything else. Select everything there. Okay, I just want these two islands here. These are the eyes. And I can put this on different spots if I want to, I guess. I'm just going to leave that one right there. And move this one maybe right here. And we'll just use X mirror when we paint the eyes and it'll be just fine. Alright, I think that'll work perfect. Great. Okay, save. Let's go into shading. So we've got accessories here, so we want to go Shift A, texture, image texture. We want to open the accessories first, which I think we called feet and beak. Yep, I'm going to put the eyes on that as well. So bring the color down to the normal here. Shift A, add a normal map. Okay, and there we go. Okay, cool. Normally you want to change that to non-color data, but I think it's okay just the way it is. Looks like it's projecting properly. Yeah. All right. Let's go to the egg. Okay, so we've got this here already. Let's just plug this into the normal. Shift A. Normal map. Okay. It looks like it's fine actually again without changing that to non-color data. So that's cool. So we need to change this this picture to be the egg, right? The full egg normal. There we go. There's that kind of detail there. Same thing with the body. Drag this down into here. Shift A. Normal map, and I think this is all by itself, so that's just fine. Perfect. Okay, we can color code this if we want to as well. You can change the base color here, just the same as you can right here. Sure. All right, this little guy's ready to paint now. All right, so I think I'm going to start with just the egg. It seems to be probably one of the easier things to do. So let's go over here, texture paint. Let's add a new image. This time, let's call this egg underscore albedo. Okay, and we can change this base color to be the base color of what we actually want. I think I'm going to go a little bit full white and then come down a little bit. Maybe a little more. I'm sure that'll be fine. Maybe we go a tiny bit off-white onto the yellow side of things. Okay, let's do that. Okay, let's save this image. Albedo. Okay, don't compress. Good. We need to plug that in order to paint it on here, right? So let's go pull those down. Shift A. Texture. Image texture. Plug that in. Open. Let's open up that texture. There we go. Okay, so now in texture paint I should be able to see that there, right here in our list, and I should be able to go ahead and paint. So you can change this to your materials if you want to see the bump and stuff like that. That's how I prefer to paint. So let's start with just painting the little dots that I've got, I guess. I'm going to paint these all different colors. Let's start with like a... So if they're hard to see, you can come down here in your materials tab. Drop down normal, this arrow right here. You can turn the strength up a little bit. So you can see this a little bit better. We can actually fix this shape weird thing I've got going on right there. We can fix that no problem. I'll show you guys how to do that in a sec, in case you've got a similar thing going on. None of this really makes sense, so don't worry about that. It's a bit of a goofy game idea. This guy's going to blow up. Is he going to die? Don't get too attached to him. He might die 1,000 times. Right? To the center. Let's just go with really dark. And I'm just going to draw some lines in here. Again, I'm not going to spend too much time or mind too much how this goes. I think we're okay. Something like that. So these other brushes here are pretty useful. These are different complete brush tools. So this soften is not going to color anything. It's going to actually smudge. Well, there's a smudge brush itself, but it's going to kind of smudge a little bit any pixels you've got there. So I think I'll go with that over top of this a little bit. Finish off the end. Not be so so sharp. Okay, I'm gonna do it again here. Just want like a darker shadow in there somehow. Okay, so the last thing, I think I'm just going to add a couple black dots. Tiny, tiny little black dots everywhere. Alright, I think that'll work out. So we'll paint the bottom. Same thing. Again, I'm just going to actually press S and take this here. We could actually... I'm going to go around the edge. Just with a solid white. Yeah, maybe that'll be a little bit better. Sure, let's do it. Okay, I'll paint the bottom very similar. Just pressing S over these to get the same color. Okay, so just going to come in here again. Draw some black. Oops, maybe that's not thick enough. Draw some black lines in these cracks here. Go over the soften brush. I'm just going to go over these a little bit and really soften the ends. Alrighty. Okay, so let's get the white, and then we'll fix the these weird fans on the top and bottom there. Alright, so I just want solid white. I'm going to come in here and just go over the edge like that. Good thing to note, by the way, you can change your fall off right here, and this is based on a curve. So if you want no fall off, just go a straight up 90-degree drop, and this is sort of a gradual fall off, the default here. And if I want to, I can just completely paint the interiors to be all white. I think I'll do that. Just go like this, so we don't have any bleeding going on. Okay. Then maybe we just take this a little bit darker. Yeah, that makes sense. Just for a little bit of ambient occlusion, I guess. A little bit of custom ambient occlusion. Okay, yeah. Alright, so there's our egg. Let's go image, save as. Let's just save that egg albedo. Okay, right over it. Good. Okay, so let's come to our normal map. Now let's paint this. Let's go back to solid, and let's paint this. So what I want to change is I just want to fix this right here. So if you notice, it's pretty much a very similar color going on all the way around that area. So if I just go here and press S over the top here, I can actually paint onto this and just say erase this data, basically. And nothing totally absurd went on. Yeah, so that's all you want to do. Come in here to this one as well, as the bottom here, I guess. Try and find that fan image that we're looking at, but it's okay if not. Just select this very center there. I just want to paint over that and cover that up. Make sure everything else stays the same. Alright, okay, let's just get rid of those weird shapes we had from our the way I increased the geometry on my sculpt. Alright, let's save this one. Save as and just be 100% sure. So we want to save it as egg normal. That is correct. Where are you? There you are. Okay, save.